Hello again, and welcome back to Wingot Plays Satisfactory. Between episodes, I've gone and built the shell, which is this tiered Christmas tree design, which I feel looks alright. Definitely has areas that I feel that it could improve, and I am thinking I'll probably hang like some snowmen as like sort of bauble decorations, and it's not quite finished, like the edges still need to be corrected and that sort of thing. But if we pop inside, which easiest way would probably be to just rip off an edge, but I have built underneath the platform here an access way so that we can get in and out in future once it's more of a permanent build. I'm also thinking that I'll probably put some of these like storage containers down here just to looks almost like presents underneath the tree. Then if we pop inside, we have, well, you can see I've started building out the Christmas trees, the gift trees, and if we pop up here, there we go. So that there, effectively, all the trees I've got there, I'm going to be tripling that, and so that will be producing 630 gifts per minute, which is enough to produce 4 of the stars per minute, which is the final tier, and you need 500 of them for the final research. And then the fourth wing, I guess, of this, the fourth quadrant of this lower level will be like things like the iron and copper processing, and maybe a bit of extra, just superfluous such stuff. Up here there'll be lots. I think I need something like 16. Let's have a very quick look. So to process all of those gifts, which is more a Mark 4 line can hold 480 items, and we'll be producing 630. So we'll be producing more than a Mark 4 line. We don't have access to Mark 5s yet. Which will require processing in 18 smelters for the blue ornaments and 24 smelters for the red ornaments. So this floor here is just going to be full of smelters, and even then I don't think it's going to be anywhere near enough. We'll probably have to use the next floor up as well. Then all of that gets to go into 24 foundries, which are making the iron and copper ornaments, which then goes into 12 assemblers making Ficsmas ornament bundles, 15 constructors making Ficsmas tree branches, 10 assemblers making Ficsmas decorations, another 16 constructors making candy canes, and then finally 4 assemblers making the Ficsmas Wonder Stars. So yes, I don't know that we've actually got enough space in here, but we will do what we can, and possibly we may need to just sort of overclock a chunk of the machines to get everything to fit inside of here. We'll be able to recover those overclockers once Ficsmas is over though, and we'll just leave it in place after that. I'll try to maintain ratios as well so that it doesn't all just break as soon as the overclockers are removed. But that's what we've got. We've got that Christmas tree up there. Now, that build, in order to make 4 stars per minute, will take a total of over 1100 megawatts, almost 1150 megawatts of power. And as it is, our power is just barely keeping up with our consumption. Sometimes our power goes below our consumption, sometimes our consumption does bump up to the line, and we wind up using a bit of the single battery that we've got. So we very much need to improve our production here. And in order to do that, at the moment we've got only coal and fuel, or biofuel obviously, available. So I was thinking we will set up a much bigger fuel system. At the moment we've got 3 fuel generators producing 450 megawatts, let's upscale that so that it's more like 16 fuel generators producing about 2,500 megawatts. I'm just headed over to our oil base, and I will be back with you as soon as I get there. And here we are, back at our old plastic and rubber builds, which are then producing a little bit of fuel as an excess over there. I'm just going to grab a little bit of rubber because I know that we're going to need this for our fuel generators, and it can pop up back along this the tube. I can't think of the name of it. Then up here, I've already put in place. There's 2 impure oil nodes here, which if both of those get fully maxed out, then they each are producing 150 liters per minute, and one Mark 1 pipe holds 300. So these together are producing 1 full Mark 1 pipe. And so we're going to use that as our input, basically, and then that all gets to go into refineries. I am wondering, do I bother to put foundations here or not? And I think for now the answer is not. That said, we are going to have we're going to have 17 of the fuel generators, so probably will be a bit of a mistake not doing so. In future though, we will replace this whole setup. The floor is too steep, fine, then you can go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and each of these, if we look at the making fuel with polymer resin, uses 60 per minute. So that will fully use this line that we've got sitting here. If we just quickly get rid of that, we can grab some more of these, then we can just put them in front of, let's see, where is the line? In fact, I am going to grab some foundations. To change that to zoop mode, and then let's do this. So we can quickly get rid of this then, and we will be able to rebuild. Perfect. Now give us the oil, no, not the refinery, the oil extractor. It can point that way for now. It can have 3 of those maxed out. Perfect. And then it just needs of power, which now looks like it's very out of place, so let's quickly just go here. We'll remove that later. There you go. So that should then be producing 150. If we then push this down, I feel like we're going to run out of iron plates and concrete, but we'll clear out this space a bit. That should be better. Good. So now we want refineries, which can go. Let's put the first one there, and then they can all just go next to each other. 4 and 5. Perfect. So then those are going to want the junctions in front of these are all facing the wrong way, aren't they? Refineries. Input on this side, yep. I don't know why those two are slightly off the ground. I assume there's something like these rocks or something, causing a bit of difficulty there. But if we pop back over here, we should now be able to put these in line. So let's see. That is apparently in line there. That is in the middle. Perfect. So then we can just line up the arrows. What the green lines. Perfect. Okay, now we can easily go mark ones between each of these. Good. Now, obviously this needs to connect into there, and then that can bring the output over to here. And just to make sure that there's no funny business going on with the flow, put a valve there so that it only goes one way. There we go, into these refineries. And then of course we need to set the refineries to actually all be set to produce the fuel. Perfect. And of course they need power. Where is that connected to? At the back here somewhere. Okay. How about we go here? I felt like it was in the wrong spot. It'll do. Perfect. So that should get all of them running as soon as I actually connect this to the mains power. Which we can do just by connecting that to there. Good. So these should all start producing fuel and a bit of polymer resin. Now the polymer resin, easy to deal with. We can throw a simple or something here, and we'll just avoid it for the time being. Perfect. So, awesome sink is going to be here in special. Perfect. Trying to get it to sit exactly where I want it. So, what if we go there? Just quickly going to get rid of some of these bushes. There you go, that's at least cleaner. Okay, now, the output of these. So, what are these going to produce? They're going to produce 30 per minute. So, 5 combined will produce 150, so we're going to need a Mark III belt going into there. We also are obviously going to need some mergers. So, let's have a quick look. This here, that's straight in line, so give us a merger, and it wants to output to the other side. Like that one's not going to fit, is it? Yeah, okay. We have to move this. Okay, so the easiest way is probably just to put it in the middle of this one here as a merger, output over to that side. Perfect. So you can then go to there. This one will just go there. And we want a Mark III. There. Perfect. Now we need another merger. There. And finally a merger. There. No, that looks wrong. Perfect. Cool. That gets to pull up to there. That gets to... Okay, that looked like it was on a weird angle. And then this one here can go there. That's going to be a Mark 1. This here needs to be a Mark 2. Perfect. And then all we need is power connection over to our awesome sink over here. and then that will get rid of 51 coupons. That will get rid of all of the spare polymer resin that's being produced. Good. At which point these will all be backed up with fuel instead of polymer resin. Perfect. And we can then work on getting our fuel generators up and running, of which we're going to need, well, like 16.67 to use up a full pipe's worth of a full oil pipe's worth of fuel. So let's go have a look. We're going to need 17. So we may as well put them over in this space here. Now the height difference there looks like it's going to be annoying, so let us aim to do... Actually, I don't think I want to do that much. I think that may be enough. We'll have to find out. Okay, how does that go? That looks like it should do the job. And then we go crazy clearing out of the space here. Perfect. Now, okay, the question is basically how we can space this out. So let's grab a few extra foundations. I'm wondering how far along we can go. Looks like probably that's the limit. I think one of those just built inside of the rock there. I notice we've got a few random rocks lying around in this space. Perfect. Now, is there... I don't see a piece of foliage that I can remove here, so I don't think I can get rid of these rocks. Yeah. I think that's probably the best that I can do at the moment. Okay. Now, we don't want to go any further that way because we've got all of this stuff in the way. So if we push this out, rid of that, and boom. Did say I was going to run out of iron plates. I'm hoping that they're not utilised in the actual production of the generators. If they are, then okay, can't get rid of that. So now we want the actual fuel generators. The question is, will they fit? Okay, it looks like that'll fit there. Oh, okay, so it's sticking off the back. I don't think I mind that. I don't think I hate that. The power point is here, but I think we can work around that. So, the 1, 2, 3. So we can fit 3 in that space. Also that. Oh, I don't have iron plate. Actually, what we can do is just get rid of that, and then we can put one there to make it look cleaner. Perfect. So that's 3 more, and so they obviously are going to need. I do note that that's going to get in the way. Okay, we might just have to put that there. I would generally prefer to put it like in the middle here, but if it's not going to let me, then next best thing is to at least make sure it connects. Perfect. So then we can just connect these. Good, and then we need the output of the various refineries to also go into a pipe. Now let's have a quick look. This produces 40 each, so 5 4s is 200, so we will have space in a single Mark 1 line. We'll still have actually space for another 50% really, but this will do. What about... Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to put them there in the, like, fairly close to the output. And then we'll just run them straight through the conveyor belts for the time being. So grab the output from all of these. Oh, because this one's too high. Okay. As is that one. Okay. So the question is, can we pull this back on it maybe? Let's see if that will do the trick. Will that at least let it connect? Yes. I could fix it up so that they're all in line, but for the time being, we'll just do this. Oh, I'm out of iron pieces and plates. Okay, I'm going to have to pop it back to base, refill my iron plates, maybe my concrete as well, and I will be back with you again in just a moment. And we are back. I've gone and grabbed a whole lot of iron plates and concrete, so now we just need to pop back up here and we can connect all of this. Perfect. Now we should have those fuel generators up and running. The limitation will of course be that they're not actually connected to the power system yet. So let us, I'm going to see what I can do about making these power lines look neat instead of just throwing them on the ground. So that, yeah, okay, I'm thinking that we can put these in between each of the machines. And then we can connect our fuel generators. Great. And we'll have an extra 750 power sitting in the grid now. Not 750, 450. And then we just need to repeat that, well, 5 more times. This pipe looks like it's going to be in the way, because ideally I think we probably want the next fuel generator to be sitting here. Or it's just deep fine, we can fix that easy. We've got more. And then that should just work. Perfect. Now, where's in line? That's in line. And where is... Okay, I think easiest is probably actually just try to do this one, because it doesn't have the mushroom in the way. And it's just a matter of figuring out where it is. And it's in line, perfect. And then we should, by rights, be able to put another one there. It doesn't want to fit because it's encroaching other. Let's see. Overlapping others' clearance may occur. Okay, if that's just complaining about the pipe, then I'm actually happy about that. Because then we should be able to get a pipeline from there to there. Good. Now, the question is, what do we do with this pipe? I think the cleanest solution is basically just to extend this out a bit. we can get rid of that. We can move this pipeline up to here. We can bring it there. Yeah, I didn't think that was right. Okay, we can bring it there. Good, that should be clean. Perfect. And then that can just go straight along into here. Which is only off because that one there is off. Okay. Then another fuel generator. We are going to need a bit more flooring. Another fuel generator there. Now, that's not going to work, so I need to go over to... Let's see, where's our power poles? There. This power pole. Yeah, okay. It's going to go there. And there. That connects to there, that connects to there. That one doesn't want to connect to anything else but this one. Oh. That's not going to work, is it? Because I'm going to need to pick it up to connect to... Okay. This one needs to change. So this can go down to here now. And it can connect. In fact, just going to bypass over here. Okay, that's not working. This can go there. That can connect to there. That can connect to there. Which then frees up this one to go to there. That connect? Oh. That can go there. And this one can go there. Perfect. And now I've got 2550 capacity. Which doesn't seem, I don't think that makes sense because we've only added 600. Yeah, each of these is making 150. We've only, oh, we've put 6. We've put 6, so we've added 900 at this point. So that's almost enough to power the Ficsmas factory. But of course, we've still got a lot more fuel built up over here. If we take a look in here, they're still completely full. And so I'm going to need to put in place another, what have I got? I've got 6, so I'm going to need another 11 fuel generators in order to use all of that. And that will produce another 1600 megawatts of power as well, which should help to future-proof us even beyond the Ficsmas build. The other thing is we also have our heavy modular frame build was something that we were getting to just before Ficsmas hit. And we also wanted to build a permanent computer build and possibly even replace our starter base. All of which will use more power, so this will all come in handy even once we do finish with the Ficsmas build. And I suspect that we will actually get a bump in power once Ficsmas ends because the gift trees will stop producing, and once the gift trees stop producing, then all of the constructors and such that are used in that build will of course no longer be functioning. So we will reclaim 1100 power as well when that happens, at which point effectively we'll have built this 2500 megawatt of power design for our upcoming base changes. And then if this save is still going next Christmas, next Ficsmas, we may randomly get another 1100 megawatts of power demand show up on our system. But by then I would hope to very much be into nuclear power and probably not even notice 1100 megawatts. I would hope to not still just be sitting barely at enough power in a year's time if we are still using this save. But all that said, I'm just going to go around and produce and place another 11 of these fuel generators. So thank you for watching. stay happy and healthy, and I hope to see you in the next one.